Recording.
All right,
Yes.
here we go.
Here we go. Jenny, we are live. It's Wednesday, live Wednesday.
Live, hashtag Live Wednesday on the Happily Whatever After. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Virginie. And welcome, Aurora. Welcome, Salwa. That's who we can see right now. We are not on live on Facebook at the moment. We are live on Zoom.
We are live on Zoom. Yeah. So you will get this recording. So you probably will. Yes, you
So
will.
for those of you who are missing this right now, you are going to watch this later on our Facebook group. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Jenny, what the topic for today? Na-na.
What is our topic for today?
Yeah, let
Are
me
you
get
feeling
something.
irresistible or
Yes,
something like that?
exactly. Okay, let me see. Oh, there was somebody in the. Yes, I can see. And yes, somebody else is coming.
Great.
Yes. So, what makes you irresistible?
What
So,
makes you irresistible?
what makes you irresistible? Is it like your makeup, like me today, that I didn't have time to put it on? Is it your makeup makes you irresistible?
I like this question.
Your makeup, your
And
clothes, the
what
way you
exactly?
are.
Well, I would like to know what does it mean, irresistible?
Yeah, irresistible. That people like feel this lean in to you, right? They want to lean into you. And
Yeah.
so it makes you irresistible. What makes you irresistible in your dating, in your dating life, in your business life, in all your life, like irresistible. Maybe you go and buy groceries and then people you feel like people are leaning into you, like you are like a magnet. So
And by
what
the
makes
way, yeah, like actually, everyone, welcome Aurora, welcome Salva, welcome TL. If you want to participate and speak, you are all welcome. This is an open conversation. It's just on Zoom you can actually speak, not just type as in Facebook. So feel free at any time. This is it's a lounge. It's our ladies' lounge, so it's just not me and Virginie talking. Okay. You can type in or you can speak. There is, yeah, okay, great. There's TL, I know, and Aurora. Aurora is the Dawn and the princess from Disney.
exactly? I was thinking
And
about the Netflix, but
Salwa is
it's
like,
just my mind that works like this. I mean, this is my kinky. Okay, so yeah, exactly. So is the the princess from Disney? Yeah. Okay, you're a princess Aurora. So what makes you irresistible? I'd love to talk about this because it's probably not what we think it is, and still we put a lot of efforts and attention and energy in trying to get us into this space where we can be irresistible. So many of us women, a lot of people who are identifying as women, we think that okay, we have to be really prepped up, like we have to have the perfect makeup, like you see today. That's a really perfect, no existing makeup. Um, so and so we put efforts on all those things, and um, so is it that, or is it something else that is making you irresistible? And I want us to really look at it like, what are the times? Maybe
irresistible.
you can remember. Okay, Jenny.
Yeah. What?
So I was like asking the question, can you remember the times in your life, whether it was in a dating situation or maybe it was in another situation, maybe it was like a very mundane situation, that you experienced this attraction? You feel like either you were the attractive force, like you felt people were leaning in to you and were attracted to you, or were like coming to you, and you felt like this distraction force towards you, or maybe you experienced it from the other receiving end of that, and you were together with other people and you felt this attraction, you felt this totally coming and leaning in into the person. So try to set yourself, like remind yourself of these situations, and try to see again and ask the questions, what is that makes this irresistible feeling it happen? And So maybe there is something that already comes to your awareness, like you can start to connect the dots and connect to this situation. And so let this be part of your world so you can access this. Yeah, let's see. I think there's something.
Yeah, TL says, when the other person feels like they are very free. And what do you mean by very free?
Yeah.
Quote unquote free, TL. Like, how do you know when somebody's irresistible, when they are feeling very free?
Yeah.
You can speak up if you want to, you can unmute yourself, which it would be easy.
Like they're just like glowing, like they're just
Yeah.
like floating, like being a butterfly.
Yeah.
And you just want to look at them and see what they're doing and something like that.
Yeah, I love that. Like a butterfly. You want, you know, you're like, oh my God, it's glowing. I want to see what they're doing. It's amazing. I love that, how you described it. Yes. So there are some tips that we can share, and then some ideas that may be sparkling other ideas on how we can be consciously generating this effect. Ta-da! Do you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know, please.
You want to know? Tip number 1. So the first thing.
For being irresistible?
Yes, exactly. I
Okay,
tell you, give you some tips. Yes. So I wonder.
Number 1.
Maybe there are some more things that will generate and sparkle from there. But like, let's start. So the first thing is, I want to give you, like, you think about this situation. when you look at their dating platforms, right? And you see, when you connect to this kind of places, you see a lot of profiles, a lot of photos, and it's just, you know, going through your screen, and you swipe left, right, or you swipe like from vertical, whatever. You go through all this profile and these photos and so on. And what happens is that most of the time you realize people, what they do is they put themselves in front. They want to be interesting. They want to show you or prove to you that it's worth, you know, going into their situation and click on them and so on. So there is a kind of energy of wanting to convince you or prove you that they are worth like your interest. And so that's what both women and men do in this area. And so I noticed this in both this from both ways. And see, so the question is like, is it something that really makes you attractive when you try to be interesting and show what you're like? Or like when you are on the receiving end of somebody else coming in, when you are in the receiving end of that, does it feel like you feel like TL was saying, like this glow and this, you want to know what the person is? Or is it more like, it's boring. I don't want to know more. I just want to swipe away from this. So one secret is the opposite of what we tend to do naturally. Naturally, we want to convince other people to be interested in us. But what we can do to make ourselves irresistible is to be, so I have so many notifications, that's so annoying. So it's to make you like you are interested in the other person. So instead of being interesting, try to be interested in other people. So that means asking them questions. That means being present with them, looking at what they do, looking at what they're like. Who are you? Who are you, person here in front of me? Who are you? What is your energy? What is your vibe? What is your thing? Who are you? So this thing about being interested and asking questions, like, what do you do? What is it? Like, So asking questions until the person in turn asks you questions. Wait until the person asks you questions to deliver information. That's one of my tips. I do that actively in all the dating websites and platforms and things I'm using. It's like, the first thing is, yeah, okay, so I have to stop and let this be before I go to the next thing.
Let's sink in. So you're saying what I hear you say there, Virginie, is
Yeah,
to be irresistible is rather than trying to be interesting all the time, trying to like impress,
yeah, exactly.
like, you know, yeah, like you normally think, okay, I want to be irresistible, so I want to be, you know, telling and showing everything about me that is interesting and la la la. But in fact, the secret is to be actually interested
Yeah,
with the other person.
yeah,
So
yeah,
because when you're interested in that other person, when you are showing that you are interested, you are showing an interest. There's almost like an energy that this person feels seen and wanted
yes. This person feels seen, heard,
and heard and
acknowledged.
seen and heard. And we all want to be seen and heard. And
Yeah.
we, you know, like, I mean, like just by this, it's like if somebody sees me and hears me, wow, I would like to be with that person.
Yeah, yeah, and it makes you so attractive, and this is so underestimated because we always like this natural way, like this natural, because it's the way these platforms are built and it's made. Like you want people to like you want people to say like, you want people to say swipe, I don't know, left or right, or swipe in this, yeah, swipe on your profile. Do you want people, so
Swipe up or down, left or right, I don't know, swipe something.
swipe something, I don't remember left or right, I'm not so good with right or left, but so, and so when we start to look at this in this way, it means like, once you've established a contact with somebody, in either way, you just like, what would it take for us to be really in this presence and offer this as a gift? You offer your presence as a gift from upfront. You don't know the person. You don't know if that's going to go somewhere or not. You don't know if
Right.
it's going to be something. You don't know. You just offer it upfront as a gift, your presence. It makes something, it's already creating an energy flow that we can talk about it later. So in energy flow, it's creating this energy flow that the person is pulled towards you, is leaning on.
Well, there's something actually very charming about somebody who is interested in you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there's something like, oh, okay, this person wants to actually um, listen to me or see me or hear me,
yeah.
rather than always trying to impress me.
And imagine this world of dating, how different it would be if you are the force that is starting this movement, like being the interested one. And how much lightness it would create, how much ease it would create, how much joy it would create.
Yeah.
Like the gift of your presence is an enormous gift. It's something absolutely enormous. Yeah. So there are two things that are related to that I want to say around this. And I've already talked to this because it all goes together. And with one thing, you know, Junie, like we were doing that before we started this live, is to lower down
Oh,
our
cutting
barriers.
off.
Okay, am I still here? Okay.
Lower our barriers. Yes. What
Yeah,
does it
lower
mean,
our
lower our
barriers. And
barriers?
so this space of vulnerability, when you are present with somebody and you lower your barriers, and it creates a space. It creates a very special space when your barriers are down, when you are vulnerable to the other. Like instead of putting barriers up, which we do come on in all these things, in situations where you start to connect to somebody, they say, let's say you have a match, okay, the next step is usually one of the person is writing a message, Okay, and that's the third aspect. I want to discuss this afterwards, which is the proactivity. But okay, let's say you write a message or the person write a message and it starts the discussion. So usually what most people do in this world is when they start a conversation, they have their barriers up. They're like, I'm hiding behind this wall so that nobody can hurt me, so that nobody can take advantage of me, so that nobody can say wrong things about me or think wrong things about me or judge me. So in order for, we don't want this to happen. So what we do naturally again is to put our barriers up. Like I'm looking at you, but behind my barriers, behind my walls, behind my curtain.
Like I'm just speaking a little bit. I can only let you in a little bit, okay?
I let you in, but I just like I'm closing the curtain so you can't come too close to me. You can't hurt me. You can't say bad things about me. You can, so this is our natural way. That's not wrong. It's just like being aware of this when it happens and see if there is something else you can do that will create more for you. So try it. Don't believe what we say, just try. So if you now do it, lower your barriers.
So if you have your barriers up right now,
Just do it. Don't think. Yeah, don't think. Just do
think
it.
about it, lower your barriers
Lower
and
your barriers. Redo it too.
lower your well, actually also like what creates the raising of the barriers, we talk about it a lot, especially in access consciousness. It's like when we raise our barriers or our barriers are up, as we say, it's like all these projections and expectations we have
Yeah.
about us and actually about us mostly and about others, so all these judgments,
Yes.
these are the barriers that we're talking about.
Yes.
They create a barrier when you have a projection or an expectation. They create that barrier because either you're thinking someone is like this already or you're hoping this somebody is like this.
Yeah.
Or like basically an expectation of what he or she should be.
Yeah.
That becomes that barrier. You're not able to see that person for who they are.
No, you're not. You're not able to see their person. You're not able to be you. You're not able to be you. To just be the joy you are, be the fan you are, be the person you are. You have to like kind of, you let some aspects of you go through, but you are not able to really.
It's always like you have to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my connection.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You're here. We get you, Jenny. Like,
My
yeah.
connection is bad a little bit.
So I had this. So this is a very simple exercise. When like next time you go to talk to somebody, and either it is on a dating website or app, or if you don't do that, if you just talk to somebody new that you don't know,
Yeah.
or somebody you know, again, it's the same. But just do it. Just consciously, like, tell yourself, yeah, now I'm lowering my barriers, and you do that energetically. You lower your barriers. You imagine you have like a kind of wall, and this wall just vanishes into the earth, and you see this thing going down, or you see it just vanish at once, like you want. You don't have to follow one particular way. Just do it your way. Let your barriers down, and then see what happens. See what that creates. If that changes the dynamic of the relation now. So yeah, so we use it in many different kind of ways. So if you do that, so we say first, be interested, and you lower your barriers. And at the same time, so you have this vulnerability, and at the same time, like, see how many, like, Julie, you said something about destroying and create all our expectations and our points of view that we have about a particular situation, a particular relationship.
Yeah.
So this is something so very precious, because each time you're destroying and create everything like this, you strive to have like a no judgment zone. So the second thing would be, or the third thing would be, then no judgment zone. Is try to create this for you in this interaction, like a judgment-free zone. Like if you're ready to create this judgment-free zone, I wonder like how much of this is attractive. It's so irresistible, because if you are with somebody who is no judgment of you, who is just present with you, who is just listening to you, who is interested in you and has their barriers down, it makes this person very, very shiny. Very, you feel this natural lean in into this person. So would you be willing to be this person? Would you be willing to be this attraction? I never know where to look. I'm looking at this and look at the camera, Virginie. Yeah. So yeah. So this lean in, judgment-free zone. That's the number 3. And then so I wonder, what experiences do you have? Like, write us, if you see this video in replay, write us in the comments of the Facebook post, or if you are now present with us, you can write down in the chat, what is your experience with that? Have you tried this? Have you ever experienced this? Have you been with a person who has their barriers down and has this zone of free, no judgment free around them, and that you felt, how did you feel? How was it for you? Or did you manage to create that with some other people, and
That would be,
how was it?
oh, actually, it would be interesting to discover if anyone has been with a person who has no judgment.
It's very rare, actually.
I think
It's very rare. It's very rare.
If, yeah, even, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's very rare. I was gonna say even my husband, but my husband has some judgments. I know, I can tell also, but like it's very rare that somebody is completely with the barriers down too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So just take what's there, and then try to see if you are the source of that. If you yourself make you the source of the free judgment, the judgment-free zone, like what can this create in your life? What can this create for you in your life, in your dating life, or in your life in general? So this is this other things that makes you so irresistible. So
the first one was be interested rather than interesting.
Yeah.
Second one is lower our barriers.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the third one is no judgment zone.
Yeah, the no judgment zone. Exactly. And okay, so a little tip that goes together with all of this is like, what makes you, yeah. So this is specific to dating. So I would say it's not like a tip especially for irresistible, but if you want your dating to move forward, one thing is to be proactive. It's really like
proactive. There's stop on the floor.
There's no other way. So if you're like complaining that things are not moving as you would like, and there's no dynamic, and there's nobody, and so on, all the algorithm of these things are going to work for you to your advantage if you are the one who is actively moving stuff. So it's going even to really work for you in different ways. So in different ways, because the more you are proactive and you are going out there and writing to people the first, and then if you have a match, like go in there and say, hey, and say, and the one tip is also make a connection with the person from their profile, even if you don't know the person yet, but you like their smile. Most of the time it can work, unless they really cannot smile. There are some people they don't smile on the pictures. I wonder why they put these pictures, but they put pictures where they don't smile. So, okay. So I like that you don't smile, maybe, but you can also like their smile, or you can like something specific that they put in their profile that you can relate to. So always find like something in like something specific you can give the person as a compliment or as a connection, as a point of connection with you. Oh, I've seen on your photo, you've been on holiday. It seems so beautiful. Where was that? Was it in Italian? It looks like it could be Italy, because I've been in Italy too. And I was wondering, is it Italy or is it somewhere else? Like, I don't know, anything. So this kind of interaction is like, you are proactive and you start the conversation. You are the one starting the conversation, and you're the one like being interested in the person by quoting their profile, by looking at their picture and showing that you've been attentive to that, you've been you know, observing, really like being present. It's something that people usually very much appreciate, and they would always like reply to you afterwards. Yeah, maybe they have the point of view that they don't smile, they look nicer. Yeah, maybe more cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's maybe a point of view. That's an interesting point of view. But yeah, people do things, strange things. So that's another thing, is like you can look at the profiles and then be sometimes turned down because people have sometimes awkward way to put themselves out there. Some people are sometimes awkward, like they put a profile and they put the picture and they put a description that actually seems to be designed to repel you instead of attracting you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's really true. Like they say, don't come if you are like this, and don't contact me if you want, blah, blah, blah. And so there's like this upfront rejection. And that's very interesting way to connect.
Yeah, that's actually very interesting now when I think about it. You know, back in the day, well, you know, I don't, well, at that time there were no dating apps yet.
Yeah.
In those days that I was single, I was actually I ventured into online dating before too. You know, back in the day before dating apps, there were online dating sites.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, you know, it's like fishing, you know, shopping for, you know, different people and different categories, and like it's so interesting what some of them would put there, which could be an exaggeration, or some of them could actually put there that is like not even enough information. So yes, they either don't want anybody to see them, or somebody's trying too much to be seen.
Exactly. So both of them are awkward, but what I say is like, look behind this and ask yourself, so who is going to contribute to me and my life today? This is a question I ask. And sometimes I get attracted to some people, and from my head, from my mind, no, it doesn't, it's not the person I should be attracted to. Oh, it doesn't have this and this and this thing, so I should not look at this person. But somehow, if I follow the energy, there would be something interesting in this person. Sometimes it's, even if on the surface, it might seem like it's not the profile that you are looking for. If the energy is attracting you to them, there's something maybe out there for you, that if you're willing to go beyond the first thing, that maybe you will allow something beautiful to happen. And it happened to me several times, Junie. Like people where I thought, oh no, they're too young, they're too this, they're too that, they're too, I don't know what, no. But there is something, you know, I was feeling like, oh, there's something that makes me lean into their profile or to their thing. And so I would click, and then I would just start something. Like, for example, if I look at your picture, Salwa, now, I would start something like, oh, what a beautiful smile you have. And where were you on this build, in this picture? I'm having German coming into my head. So were you in Dubai? It looks like a beautiful palace behind you. Was it in Dubai? Like, I would start like this.
Oh, is it in Dubai?
It might be Dubai, no? It might be somewhere else, but I don't know. So I would start the discussion with you and then see like, oh, you seem so like, oh my God, I'm so sorry about all this very loud notifications that I don't know how to stop. It's Dubai. Right, now I see. Yes. So you see, I would start like this with you. And what does it make you feel if I start the discussion with you like this? Yeah. So there's something, right? So I would look at everything like, oh, I love the way you wave, you seem so open. So I don't know, let's have coffee together. She says, yes, you see? Yeah.
What would feel I retested to meet together?
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's a date.
It's a date, yeah. So, yeah, interested. Yeah. Yeah, you would be interested to meet. Yes, because I lean into you. I lean into you and I look at your world and I'm interested in you and I'm like, oh, who is this person? So imagine that now you doing that to somebody. What can
Yeah.
you create if you are this with somebody?
If this is your energy of being interested, what
Yes,
can you create with that? Yeah, that's
yes,
great. It's not about just dating, it's with our relationships to people.
yeah,
Your relationship to your husband, Salwa,
yeah,
my relationship to mine, and relationship to everybody, even,
yeah.
yeah, be interested more than be interesting. It's not all about us, it's actually about the others.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
dating is about exactly. So if you understand that, you can have lots of great experiences and connections because all of this is about being, it's really creating authentic connection with people. That's what we want. People want you to see them. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. You want to be acknowledged. You want people to feel connected to you. That's what we are yearning for, looking for. So yeah, so what would your life be like if you were willing to be the source of that in your life, to really be the source? I
Yeah,
love
what would it take to have more of interested people in our lives?
Yes, of
Not
course. Yeah,
interesting.
absolutely.
Yeah, interested
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. All
And how
right.
can I be more interested? How can I be more interested today than I was yesterday?
Yeah. I love this. I love this. I think this is something when you realize it, you have to put in practice. You have to see how you can turn, like really make it, like try to go with it and then implement it in your life.
I love this practice. I love this actually, to be interested rather than be interesting. And it applicable to all relationships,
Yeah.
applicable
Yeah.
to to your work
Yeah.
environment,
Yes.
to everybody really, to your family.
Hmm. Exactly.
It's like truly being interested. Yeah, because everybody's got a story, everybody's different, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and it's like being in total allowance of everybody's being there, like people are just
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be
Yeah.
seen.
Just people. Exactly. So
Yeah.
there is one last thing, but I would love to save it for next time. And that was one of the topic we said we could explore, and I would love to have more time for this because for now it would be too long. But I would love to explore this with you, and it's about sexualness. I would like to talk about sexualness for the next
Talk about sexual next time. Yeah.
our live next time.
Whatever that is for everybody here,
Yes,
it's like we'll tease you because you're the ones who are in the Zoom. We're
yes.
gonna be talking about sexualness next week.
Sexualness is a term, is a word that doesn't exist in English, that has been invented by Gary Douglas and Dane here.
Salwa says interested. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Great.
It's very, so those of you who know access consciousness, you've heard this before. And those who are new to access consciousness, it's okay. You're not crazy. You don't know this word because it doesn't exist yet. But now it has, we will give you there are lots of things you can learn from this to explore with sexualness and what does it mean. And that has nothing to do with sex. To clarify this from upfront. Oh, but it could be linked, but it's nothing to do with it.
We'll
It's
talk
not
about
sex.
that next week. Yeah.
So it's not that, but it can also improve a lot of things in this area, but it's not that. And so we will explore that next time, and how this energy of sexualness can really be a contribution for your life and to make yourself even more irresistible. So that's the ultimate.
Oh, and we wanted.
tip.
Yeah. Don't give away too much now, Virginie.
Okay. Stop it. Stop now.
Yeah, we want to let them know also on. We're introducing something new in the group. Q&A.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So to remind you, Friday at the same time like today. So it's 1 p.m. CET, and it's for 2 p.m. for
Wednesdays when we go live on this coming Friday, we will have a Q&A live. So
Yeah.
in that Q&A, you can actually ask us questions about anything, not just a particular topic, any topic you'd like. So it's like you get some kind of mini coaching and
yes, you get a taste of what it is to be facilitated from us, because we are both access consciousness facilitator, and so we have this. And Junie, if you allow, I have also information to give. Like, I am offering a very special coaching program, and that's Fire Up Your Love Life.
Oh
And,
my God. Woo!
yeah. And that's for singles who want to, or people who have a partner, or you can come with your partner together if you want to have this, or you can be the one person of the partnership that wants to create something different. Like, if you feel like something is a bit more routine, or you would like to have some tips for your future lover. So these are all possibilities. You could be single or you can be in partnership. And if you are in partnership, you might come alone, or you can come with your partner. And that's a very special coaching program that I offer. And I have a lot of bonuses if you are registering before the end of this month, because there are lots of other things that I offer together with the group with whom I certified as an erotic blueprint coach, so that you can have lots of other access to a mega ton of information in this area. It's totally amazing, and it's only this month, so I will give more information on Friday.
Yeah, okay. So TL is asking about last week's home play. What was the home play last week? Your home play last week was to ask the universe to show you what intimacy feels like. How was that for you? Do you remember your home play? Was that the home play you're talking about? Not there. TL? What about last week's home play? The last week's home play was we're just.
No, the other one, oh no, where is it? The one that you asked us to put in the chat, what?
Your biggest challenge.
Yeah.
So so last week's topic was I can't even remember our last week's topic was, what does intimacy feel like? And so for TL, her biggest challenge was trying to communicate with someone she cares for, who is alone in a foreign land for work, and she's sick of work and her life there, and she's always not in the mood.
There's so much to look at. You have to talk to us a little bit more. But maybe you can bring this question on Friday. What about that? Because now
you bring this question on Friday, and we will look at it in depth, because then that will be a contribution to everybody. Everybody can actually, okay, great. Okay, so because on Friday at this time, we're going to announce it that it's going to be Q&A Friday. Just an invitation for all of you to just ask questions more.
It's our ladies' lounge, so you can really come and
oh no, Friday I have bar swaps. I cannot attend.
Oh, you can listen to us in your headphone.
Yeah.
While you are doing bars. Come on.
You can't escape Junie. She
knows.
knows.
Put it here, and then
knows how it works.
you have to bring up my question and answer my question.
Yes, please write. So we're gonna when we post it, when we go live or whenever, just remind us there, please, TL. Okay.
And TL, where are you from? Where are you based? Where are you from and based? Maybe two different places.
Singapore.
Singapore. Oh my goodness. How exciting.
Yes, I know, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Salwa is in Lebanon.
Oh my God.
Salva is from Lebanon.
Salva is from Lebanon. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's exotic. For me, it's exotic.
But now she's in Dubai in this picture. But
yeah, I understood that.
So we're gonna
see you on Friday. Yes, bring your questions, bring your stuff, and ask us anything you like.
Thank you, ladies, for
Thank you so
joining us
much.
today and for being patient with the technical glitches as could happen in any day.
Yes.
Thank you and have a great day. And thank you, Virginie, for
Thank you, Junaline.
for meeting us today. All right.
Yay.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next Friday. Bye bye.